Okay everyone, today I want to go over one of my favorite pieces of free software. It's called Any Video Converter. Once you download and install Any Video Converter, you're going to have the ability to capture videos from the internet or convert videos that you have locally on your computer. First thing I would like you to do is check where that output folder is going to go. I like to click options and I make sure that it's set to my desktop, so after it makes the video I don't have to figure out where it went. It's just going to be on my desktop, and you can browse and set that up on your own, and you can see I just did selected desktop. Okay, now that's just personal preference. Okay, alright, so a couple things you can do. You can click add files, which would allow you to find files or video files that are locally on your computer. Okay, and here is your options for what kind of conversion you're going to look for. And right now it's set to a mobile phone MP4. So if you were going to convert, say, a Windows Media Video file, WMV, into MP4, this would be an easy way to do it. Okay, you may want to do that for a couple of reasons. One, you may want to actually add video into iTunes and add it to your iPhone or iPod or your iPad or some reason like that. And the only way you can do that is if it's an MP4. Let's go ahead and go through that little procedure. I'm going to say add files, and I already have it. It's defaulting back to where I was last, and here you can see I have a video. It's a Star Wars Clone Wars video, and you can see it's .wmv, and I had done this to put several episodes onto a single DVD, and I used a different software to do that, but the point was I needed to have it into Windows Media Video format. Well, this time let's say I want to add this same video to my iPhone or my iPod or my iPad. I couldn't do it in Windows Media Video format. It would have to be an MP4. So I've already have it selected up here to be MPEG-4 format. Now I can say I'm going to add this video, so I'm going to open it. It puts that video in there. It's already in WMV3 format, or it's Windows Media Video File format. You can see how long it is in the frames per second and everything as well. And what I have it set over here to is what I want to convert it to. So if I didn't want it to be, maybe I wanted to change it to AVI for some strange reason, or maybe I just wanted it to be audio, I could make it just MP3 and it'll just be the audio version of it. Anyway, I'm going to go back to here again. You can see MPEG-4 audio as well, but anyway, I'm going to just stick with what might be a possibility and to change it into MP4. So I'm going to say now convert, and it's going to actually go through the process of converting the video. And I chose a video that was actually 24 minutes long, so it's actually going to take a little while to do that. So not the best example in the world. But when it finishes, you'll see I have a finished product that is MP4. And you can see that the process is in its final stages here. Alright, and the video has finished or completed the process of ripping the video, ripping the audio. This is just it wanting to know if you want to upgrade to the professional version. I'm going to say no thanks, and it automatically opens up to that file folder that you designated. Again, mine's on my desktop. Alright, so now you can see Star Wars Clone Wars. Now this is just the video file was already named with the WMV, but that's not the file extension. Here you can see the file extension .mp4. So when I hit that and play it, it's actually going to play anyway. Got the idea. So pretty easy conversion. That was actually a slightly large file, and so it took a little while. Okay, now I'm going to show you another way you can get video pretty easily. There's this website called YouTube, which I'm sure most of you have heard of. Now oftentimes you find something that would be a great resource maybe off of YouTube, for instance, and you're like, well, how could I get that to play at school because YouTube's blocked? Well, if you download it as a file and you put it on a flash drive or email it to yourself, well then you could actually show it in school. Of course it has to be school appropriate, but not a problem to do that. I've shown how to do this to several teachers. They love the ability to know, hey, I don't have to worry about the internet tomorrow or the filter, will it get through? I know I have the video file on my flash drive. I can incorporate it into a PowerPoint, or I can actually just show it independently of anything and just use it as a little way to introduce subject matter into the class. So all you have to do this, now this I just found as just an airport display at Legoland, Denmark. If you watch it play, it's just a little homemade video somebody shot of a little scene at Legoland in Denmark. Okay, now all I have to do is select the URL, so I'm just going to right click and copy it, and then I'm going to go right back to my Any Video Converter. I'm going to say add a URL. I'm going to paste it in there, and then I'm going to say start to download. Now that video is finished downloading, I'll show you where it's at here. Here's the YouTube file. It's an FLV. Now when you download video from YouTube, that's just the format that it's in. Okay, so this is a file called YouTube on my desktop, and it's got this funky name. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to I'm back to Any Video Converter, and now I'm just gonna select that. And maybe I don't want it to be MP4, maybe I want to make it Windows Media Video, WMV this time, just to do something different. I'm going to go ahead and say convert, and then it'll start through the process. So in the first step, it was just downloading the video. Once that video is downloaded, then you can I just clicked the box here and selected it because it was in that queue, and then I just chose what format I wanted it to be in, and it was quick to start the process. Again, I'm going to say no thanks, and here's the video file that pops up, and now this is a Windows Media Video file right there, and this is again on my desktop. I'm going to double click on it. Now I have a video that I could copy and paste onto a flash drive or send to my flash drive, or if it's small enough, email it to yourself. Let's see how big this one is. This one is for about not quite 5 megabytes. So that's actually fairly small. You might be able to email that to yourself, and then if this was something you were going to use in class, you could use it. So again, the point of this little tutorial is to show you there are tools out there. When you see video on the internet and you would like to use it in class, but you're worried about it not getting through the firewall, if there's ways you can get it converted into formats that you could use at school, and really incorporate the wide variety of material that's out there on the internet if it fits into the lessons or the things or ideas you're trying to teach in class. If you have any questions on this, please don't be afraid to let me know. Okay?